Each year, the gap between our country's social classes continues to widen. This creates a system where only a select few have access to the American dream.
The bedrock of our economic success is the American dream. It's a dream shared in big cities and small towns, across races, regions, and religions, that if you work hard, you can support a family. That if you get sick, there will be health care that you can afford. That you can retire. That you can retire with the dignity and security and respect that you've earned. That your children can get a good education and young people can go to college even if they don't come from a wealthy family. That's our common hope.
Our country is made up of four main social classes: the lower class, the working class, the middle class, and the upper class. These four classes often see conflict. The lower class consists of those who are unemployed, homeless, or are living below the poverty line. As of 2013, there are 45.3 million people living in poverty. For the third year in a row, this number has stayed consistent. The working class is made up of those who are minimally educated and engaged in manual labor and human service professions. The unskilled workers in this class often receive jobs as dishwashers, waitresses, and maids. The skilled workers in this class are typically referred to as blue-collar workers. They are the carpenters, plumbers, and electricians. Within the middle class, there is a wide variety of professions. At the lower end of the middle class, there are the teachers, secretaries, and small business owners. The higher end of the middle class are those commonly referred to as the white-collar workers. These are the lawyers, doctors, and stockbrokers of our society. The upper class is made up of the top 2% of the population. They hold 25% of the nation's wealth. Within this class, there are two types of wealth. On the lower end are those who have new money. These are the people who gain their wealth from investments and business ventures. At the top of the upper class are those who hold old money. Their wealth comes from family inheritance. Social inequality is the unequal distribution of assets within a population. It creates unequal opportunities and rewards for different social positions. In 1982, the highest earning 1% of families received 10.8% of all pre-tax income, while the bottom 90% received 64.7%. 3 decades later, the top 1% received 22.5% of pre-tax income, while the bottom 90% share has fallen to 49.6%. There is little question that people in the United States are better off than the majority of the world. However, poverty still impacts millions of people in the U.S. Why do such social inequalities exist? One view is to blame the poor. The poor are responsible for their own poverty. The main reason people are poor is the lack of employment. According to this view, society has plenty of opportunities for people to realize the American dream. People are poor because they lack the motivation, skills, or schooling to find work. An opposing explanation is to blame society. While it is true that unemployment is the main contributor to poverty, the reasons people don't work are more due to the current conditions of our society. There simply aren't enough jobs to support families.
If we can extend a hand to banks on Wall Street when they get into trouble, we can extend a hand to Americans who are struggling, often through no fault of their own.